Hey guys, welcome back again to the Zeal cigar review. Today I'm smoking a cigar I haven't smoked in a very, very long time, and it's one of the most premium cigars that I've tried. That's a Candela. Yes, I don't smoke them often, but it's a Candela. All next on the Zeal cigar review. Do not adjust your TV sets and or your phones as you're watching this. This is actually a newspaper wrapped Candela. This is the Frank's Candela. This is out of the Sanitarium line of cigars, and it's got wonderful premium Nicaraguan tobacco in it. And the reason it comes in the newspaper is because that's actually how the old world Cubans used to actually put their cigars in newspaper and so on and so forth. We find that actually works pretty well to humidify the cigars as well. This is a Candela cigar, and until the Cuban embargo, most cigars were actually in America Candela. When they started spreading out to Nicaragua, Honduras, Dominican Republic as the mainstay for tobacco and cigars, most of them were green. Most of them were like Candelas. So if you actually watch the old Columbo or any old shows that were like predating the 60s, even that, most of the cigars were actually green. I'm going to smoke this Candela. I'm going to tell you what I think about it and so on and so forth, because I can't remember smoking it when the last time I was that I actually smoked it, and let you know what I think about it. So with that said, it's time to cut light and smoke. One of the things I do like about this Candela, it has a closed foot on it, so it does keep the damage minimal if you drop it. That's also why it's a newspaper. It's pretty pliable in the newspaper as well. One of the reasons I'm smoking this cigar is because when it comes to Thanksgiving and the holidays and everything else, it is kind of festive because it's green. Also, I tend to find Candelas work really well after a good white meat dinner. Meaning, like, if you have red meat and so on and so forth for dinner, and you have a lot of it, like I typically do, you typically want like a stronger Maduro to kind of offset maybe some of the pepper or the salt. What I find with the Candelas, with more of a lighter meat, it tends to pair very well with maybe the Scotch that you have. I have found that Scotch pairs well with Candelas more than the bourbons or anything else, wine or anything else like that. But a good Scotch will actually pair very well with Candela by nature of the fact that Candela is usually lighter. Now this cigar, because it's Nicaraguan, doesn't mean it's necessarily light. It actually has a lot of flavor, but that grassiness does come through right away. That top tier premium Nicaraguan tobacco that's in here, the grassiness gives way to some really nice wood and cocoa notes in here, believe it or not. It's a very, very, very premium cigar. I actually love the way it looks. If you look at the leaf and just how it's rolled, it is absolutely elegant in every way, shape, and form. Really a light to medium bodied cigar. It's not really full bodied, to be honest with you. It's more of a light to medium. It's not really peppery in any way, shape, and form. There's enough spice in there. I'd say the spice or the pepper maybe is at a 3. On the nasal cavity, when you smoke it, it is absolutely gorgeous. Slight hints of vanilla in here as well. I know I just said cocoa and chocolate, maybe a little bit of a coffee twinge on this, but I do have some nice notes of vanilla on this. Well, I'm gonna hit the pause button and come back here and tell you halfway through how it transitions and what the notes are coming off the cigar in just a second. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm back. I just want to give you a quick little brief history on Candela cigars. The process to make a Candela cigar is a little different than the average tobacco process. So what they usually do is they want to free the greener leaves from the rest of the tobacco, and they'll hang them in a barn, actually only 30 to 45 days, where other tobacco is aged in years. It's 30 to 45 days. Then what they'll do is they'll actually seal the barn and crank up the heat to about 165 degrees, which brings out a more green twinge. You can see that in the cigar. It brings out more of a green twinge, and the leaves at that point are very, very brittle. So after that, they rehydrate the leaves to bring out just a little more greenness. And what you get ultimately with a Candela wrapper on a cigar is usually a very creamy, rich, like smooth smoke. And this cigar is not any exception to that rule. With one caveat, it does have Nicaraguan kind of filler and tobacco in there, so it's gonna be a little bit more spicy than your average creamy Candela. Yeah, if you enjoy like Connecticut cigars or lighter cigars, you really should try Candelas. I haven't tried Candelas for a very long time now. I've been smoking other cigars and everything like that. And coming back to Candelas is really, really enjoyable because it's a smooth, creamy smoke. Again, I definitely have notes of like coffee and stuff in there, probably from more of the Nicaragua tobacco. But this leaf out here on there and that greenness really does add a hint of grassiness. Also, really smooth creaminess to the cigar. So if you're ever wondering if you're smoking really fast, you always get a cone at the end. That's me. Well, guys, have you ever had the Frank's Candela? What's your favorite Candela cigar? Drop a comment below and I'll meet you in the comments because I'd love to hear other Candela cigars that you guys that are Candela lovers out there really do enjoy. And I will say this, I'll enjoy smoking the rest of the cigar because I'm really enjoying the creaminess, the smoothness, and all the flavor notes that Candela cigars really do offer. So drop a comment below. So for the Zeal Cigar Review, I've been Bradley, and I'll catch you in the comment section below. Peace.